Hello friends, welcome to the grade 7 mathematics program. In today's lesson, we are going to look at the second part of the chapter time. So the learning objectives for today's lessons are addition and subtraction involving time, word problems involving time, use GMT in practical situations, and solve real-life problems involving time. So we are first going to look at addition and subtraction involving time. Let us consider an example. Find part A, 8 hours 19 minutes plus 1 hour 36 minutes. Part B, 3 hours 45 minutes plus 2 hours 21 minutes, and part C, 5 hours 38 minutes minus 3 hours 17 minutes. Part D, 6 hours 12 minutes minus 4 hours 26 minutes. Let us have a look at the solution. So for part A, we have 8 hours 19 minutes plus 1 hour 36 minutes. So we are first going to add the hours and the minutes separately. That is, we add 8 hours plus 1 hour, which gives me 9 hours. We then have 19 minutes plus 36 minutes, which is equal to 55 minutes. So 8 hours 19 minutes plus 1 hour 36 minutes will give me 9 hours 55 minutes. Part B, 3 hours 45 minutes plus 2 hours 21 minutes. Again, we are going to add the hours and the minutes separately. So 3 hours plus 2 hours gives me 5 hours. Now 45 minutes plus 21 minutes give me 66 minutes. And 66 minutes now can be written as 60 minutes plus 6 minutes. This 60 minutes, I can replace it by 1 hour plus the 6 minutes. So 3 hours 45 minutes plus 2 hours 21 minutes will give me 3 plus 2, 5 plus the 1 hour 6 minutes, and this gives me 6 hours 6 minutes. Part C, 5 hours 38 minutes minus 3 hours 17 minutes. So we can proceed as for addition, that is, we're going to subtract the hours and minutes separately, or we can proceed as follows. 5 hours 38 minutes minus 3 hours 17 minutes. So we subtract 38 minus 17, which is 21, and 5 minus 3, which is 2. So we get 2 hours 21 minutes. Part D, 6 hours 12 minutes minus 4 hours 26 minutes. So we are going to proceed just as in part C. Now, you can see that I cannot subtract 26 from 12 in the minute column. So what I'm going to do is borrow 1 hour from the hour column. That is, I get 5 here, and I put the 1 hour, which is equal to 60 minutes, in the minute column. So now I'm going to add 60 plus 12 minus 26, which gives me 46 minutes. And 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So my answer is 1 hour 46 minutes. We now move on to some word problems involving time. The first example, Rania leaves home at 8:10 a.m. every day to go to school. If she reaches school at 8:40 a.m., find the time taken to travel to school by Rania. We now have a look at the solution. So the time reached school by Rania is 8:40 and the time she leaves home is 8:10. So the time taken by Rania to travel to school is 8:40 minus 8:10. That is, we do the working here, 40 minus 10, 30. So she's going to take 30 minutes to travel to school. We now move on to the GMT, that is the Greenwich Mean Time. This is also known as the Greenwich Meridian Time, or simply GMT. It is a standard for setting the time zones. The local time is in fact the actual time in your country. For example, if it is 10:15 in Mauritius, then it is 6:15 in London. That is, to find the time in Mauritius, I need to add 4 hours to GMT. GMT is in fact the time in London. So if you look at this map, you're going to see that there are 24 time zones, each of 15 degrees longitudes. Countries found in the same time zone will have the same local time. For example, Mauritius and Dubai have the same local time as they are in the same time zone. If you look at these 4 different times, you're going to see that if, for example, it is 9:45 in London, then in New York, Tokyo and Moscow we have different times. Let us have a look at the first example. If it is 5:30 in Mauritius and Mauritius is 4 hours ahead of GMT, what time will it be in London? So the solution, since Mauritius is equal to GMT plus 4 hours, this means that GMT will be Mauritius minus 4 hours. And if it is 5:30 in Mauritius, so I subtract 4 hours, it will be 1:30 GMT. The second example, if it is 18:55 in London and that New York is 4 hours behind GMT, what time will it be in New York? So the solution, we know that GMT minus 4 hours will give the time in New York. So the time in New York will be 18:55 minus 4 hours, that is 14:55. We now move on to the next example. An airplane leaves Hong Kong for Mauritius at 22:15 local time on Monday. Given that the time in Mauritius is 4 hours behind that of Hong Kong and that the flight lasts for 9 hours 30 minutes, at what time did the plane land in Mauritius? So the solution, the plane left Hong Kong at 22:15 on Monday. The duration of the flight was 9 hours 30 minutes. So to find the time in Hong Kong when the plane lands in Mauritius, I have to add the 2. And this gives me 31:45. I subtract 24 hours and we can see that it will be 7:45 when the plane will land in Mauritius on Tuesday morning. But this is the time in Hong Kong. So now to find the arrival time in Mauritius, I have to subtract 4 hours. So it's going to be 7:45 minus 4, which gives me 3:45 on Tuesday morning. So we are now going to learn about leap year and common year. So what is a common year? What is a leap year? So let us look at the following table to understand the difference between a common year and a leap year. So, for a common year, we usually have 365 days. That is, we have 28 days in February. Whereas for a leap year, we have 366 days and 29 days in February. Also, for a common year, the last two digits of the year are not exactly divisible by 4. We consider the year 2018 as an example. So the last two digits are 18, and 18 is not exactly divisible by 4. So this means that it is a common year. Whereas for a leap year, the last two digits of the year will be exactly divisible by 4. If we consider the year 2024, the last two digits are 24, and 24 is exactly divisible by 4. So if it is exactly divisible by 4, this means it is a leap year. Now we consider the calendar. Observe the calendar December 2017 and answer the following questions. Is there a pattern along each row? Is there a pattern along each column? Let us have a look at the solution. So if you look at the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on in this row, you can see that we are adding 1 to the previous number to get the number in each row. For example, 3 plus 1 gives me 4. 4 plus 1 gives me 5 and so on. Now, if we look at the different numbers in this column, for example, 3, 10, 17 and so on, you can see that we are adding 7 to the previous number to get the next number in each column. 3 plus 7, 10. 10 plus 7, 17 and so on. Another example. The 20th May 2017 was on a Saturday. On which day was 2nd May 2017? So we know that the 20th May was on a Saturday. We are going to work backwards by subtracting 7 each time. So the 13th May will be on a Saturday. 13 minus 7, 6. May will be on a Saturday. And I need to find on which day was the 2nd May. So I just work backwards. The 5th May will be on a Friday. 4th May on a Thursday. 3rd May on a Wednesday. And 2nd May on a Tuesday. Another example. From the list below, identify the leap years. Remember, for leap years, the last two digits should be exactly divisible by 4. So if I consider the first one, 2004, the last two digits will be 04, and 4 is exactly divisible by 4. So 2004 is a leap year. Now for 2010, 10 will be the last two digits, and 10 is not exactly divisible by 4. So 2010 is not a leap year, but rather a common year. 2022, so 22 will be the last two digits, which will not be divisible by 4, so it is a common year. Now 1968. 1968, the last two digits will be 68. And 68 will be exactly divisible by 4, so 68 will be a leap year. 1999, 99 is not exactly divisible by 4, so 1999 is a common year. 1972, 72 is exactly divisible by 4, so 1972 is a leap year. 1856, the last two digits will be 56, and 56 is exactly divisible by 4, so it is a leap year. We now move to some exercises for you to practice. So there are different types of questions which you can attempt to get some additional practice. And these are some interesting links on time where you can again get some additional practice. So friends, we have reached the end of today's lesson on time. I hope you have been able to understand the different concepts related to time. So until next time, it's goodbye from me.